Good morning, ma'am. Are you Nicole Sanchez? And Mr. Parker, will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Sanchez, in cause number 24, DCCR 1988, you're charged with the state jail felony offense of possession of a controlled substance from April 23rd of 2024. And how do you plead to that charge?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually did what they charged you with?
Yes, ma'am.
I have here on the computer some documents that have your signature on them that the state has marked as exhibit number 1. Before you sign these,
A hushed Texas courtroom. The judge's voice cuts through the stillness. Are you ready to go on the record? Attorneys rise, each announcing their presence for the case of State of Texas versus Jordan Robbins. To more lawyers, join the roll call, adding weight to the scene. The air is tense, yet orderly legal formalities setting the stage for what's to come. The matter at hand, a plea agreement that could alter a man's future. This is the moment decisions become permanent. Before we go further, don't forget to subscribe for more real-life courtroom stories.
did you go over them with Mr. Parker?
Yes.
Do you fully understand them?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney, that you will be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
So, I know on a state jail felony possession, if it's a first, it's required probation. Is it not required deferred on the first? From my
You know
drug
what?
court days, I think it's,
You're right, Judge.
it has to be a deferred probation. It's required by law on a first possession. Okay, so with everyone's permission, can I make that change on their agreed punishment?
Both sides present. The prosecutor rises, her tone measured yet firm. She tells the court that a resolution has been reached, one that ends a trial before it begins. The defense confirms. Noting that Jordan Robbins accepts the state's offer, the judge turns her focus to the defendant, ensuring he understands the path he's about to walk. Robbins answers politely, short, respectful. Yes, ma'am. Response is his voice steady, though the gravity is unmistakable. This isn't just paperwork. It's a moment where life, law, and consequence converge under the eyes of the court.
Recommendation that it would be a 5-year deferred?
Yes, correct, Judge.
Thank you.
I forgot all about that.
You don't have another felony conviction anywhere, right? Okay. Okay, so the agreement then,
Sorry, she does have my notes reflect a 2013 manufactured delivery in which she received 2 years probation. I don't know if that would count toward being prohibited from the deferred, which went into my calculation for offering a straight probation.
Sure.
This time.
15 years ago, the time I was in trouble.
okay.
Comes the formal reading of the agreement. The prosecutor details every term: a guilty plea to possession of a controlled substance, dismissal of a second charge, and a sentence of 3 years suspended to 5 years probation with jail time to serve up front. The list continues: drug treatment, random testing, strict supervision. Each word is deliberate.
And I think it probably
Then it
would
can be
change.
straight.
It can be straight,
Right.
and that was, so
That's
I'm
correct.
going to change it back to what y'all's agreement is. Thank you, Mr. Coleman. Okay, so the agreement is that you would be convicted. There would be a 2-year term in the state jail prison, but that would be probated for 5 years. There would be a $500 fine. You would be required to follow all the rules and conditions of probation, and there would be a dismissal in cause number 24 DCCR, wait,
1118.
1118. Okay,
Yeah,
is that your
okay.
understanding?
No, what does that mean?
That means
The other case.
the fraudulent use or possession.
Recorded forever in the court transcript, the defense confirms the deal, and the judge ensures Robbins understands every detail. There's no rushing. This moment clarity now will leave no room for doubt later, should the future test him.
Is getting dismissed.
Yes, thank you.
Do you also understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law?
Yes, ma'am.
State tenders number 1.
No, Judge.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Ms. Sanchez is not
No,
competent?
Your Honor.
And Mr. Coleman, other than that, is there anything else that you see?
That's the only criminal history that.
We'd like to waive the PSI, Judge.
Any reason not to?
No objection to waiving the.
We'll get a post-sentence report done. Ms. Sanchez, I'm going to waive the pre-sentence report. I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of your plea.
The judge shifts to the most solemn part, warning Robbins about the consequences. She explains that pleading guilty to a felony can have lasting effects. especially for those not born in the United States. Deportation, denial of citizenship, these aren't hypotheticals, but real, documented outcomes. She asks if anyone threatened him, if he was promised anything outside the agreement. He says no. She reminds him of the rights he's giving up: trial, cross-examination, silence. One by one, the safeguards of the Constitution are set aside voluntarily in exchange for certainty over risk.
Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time find you guilty of possession of a controlled substance. Sentence you in accordance with your agreement to a term of 2 years in the state jail prison, but I'm going to probate that. You'll be on probation for 5 years. You're ordered to pay a $500 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation.
How do you plead? The question seems simple, but the weight behind it is immense. Guilty. Robbins answers. Sealing the deal. The judge records the plea as knowing and voluntary, ensuring the legal foundation is unshakable. For the record, the prosecutor states the facts: date, location, type of drug, amount, methamphetamine more than 1 gram but less than 4, possessed knowingly and without a prescription. Robbins confirms it's true. This is the factual heartbeat of the case.
If you do that, this is an excellent opportunity because you will be able to serve that 2-year term while you're out on probation instead of in the state jail prison. The other side of that is if you violate any condition of probation, you can be brought back into court and you'll get that 2-year sentence that you've already agreed to. Obviously, there's an issue if it's a possession case with drug
The
issues.
judge pronounces her decision: guilty on count 1, dismissal of count 2. The sentence stands 3 years, probated for 5, with 180 days to be served in the county jail. Alongside that comes mandatory drug treatment and testing. The defense offers a quiet "thank you, Your Honor," a recognition that things could have been far worse. Round the courtroom, pens scratch final notes as the official record locks this resolution into place. But for Robbins, the meaning is more personal: a public acknowledgement of guilt and a chance to rebuild under tight watch.
Issues. And so you will have an assessment done when you start probation, and as part of your probation, you're ordered to follow any recommended treatment programs. Do you understand? All right, I'm handing you the trial court certification.
The judge's tone softens, but her words carry unmistakable warning. She calls this a second chance and makes the consequences crystal clear. Any violation of probation terms could send Robbins to prison for the full term. The courtroom is quiet. The message: unmistakable leniency is conditional. Robbins affirms he understands. Behind him, the defense team remains composed.
Is getting dismissed. Do you also understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law? State tenders number 1.
No objection.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Ms. Sanchez is not
No,
competent?
Your Honor.
And Mr. Coleman, other than that, is there anything else that you see?
That's the only criminal history that.
We'd like to waive the PSI, Judge.
Any reason not to?
No objection to waiving the.
We'll get a post-sentence report done. Ms. Sanchez, I'm going to waive the pre-sentence report. I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of your plea.
But there's a shared understanding that the road ahead will be difficult. The legal battle is over, but the personal challenge of living under court supervision is only just beginning.
That shows that this was an agreement that I followed, and so you have waived your right to appeal. I have also handed you a written admonishment regarding your ineligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition. Because of the judgment entered against you, you're ineligible under Texas law to possess a firearm or ammunition. Possession of a firearm or ammunition could lead to charges against you. Firearm is a legal term. You should read the written admonishment I provide you to see what devices qualify as a firearm. If you have questions about the laws that make you ineligible to possess a firearm or ammunition, or about how long that lasts, you can talk with Mr. Parker. Good luck to you, ma'am. And I will sign that dismissal now in 1118.
Script 8: the gavel falls. Adjournment. The case is closed, but the story remains. In just a few minutes of formal exchanges, a man's fate was shaped by law, negotiation, and personal choice. The plea spared him the uncertainty of trial, but bound him 2 years of strict conditions. For the court, it was routine. For Robbins, life-changing. These walls have seen countless such moments, each as final as the one before. If you found this look inside the justice system compelling, like this video, subscribe, and stay tuned for more real courtroom insights.